Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we face a trip to Northern Ireland in the Conference League, and it's another big team in the Premier League. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 6 of Where Eagles Dare as we manage Crystal Palace for the FM26 Beta Save. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games as usual. It's as I said, it's Conference League match day 4. We go to we go to Northern Ireland to visit Linfield in that league phase match day 4, and we want to consolidate our place in the top 8 in order to qualify without any problems for the knockout stages. That would be the most ideal. And then we face one of the big teams in the Premier League, in Premier League match day 13. It's Manchester United at Selhurst Park. That's what we will be doing today. But before we go any further, let's have a quick update on what's happened since we were last with us. Played one game, a game against Wolves. We have tweaked the formation. We'll see the goals from that game in just a moment. But last time out, of course, Zorinsky, a 4-0 win at Selhurst Park, and a 2-0 loss to Brighton. We'd have been a good second place had we managed to win that game as well. But we did get a resounding 3-0 win at Molineux against Wolves. And these were the goals that we got 4 minutes in. Wolves on the attack, and a defensive block changed the game. Pino fires one into the path of Nketiah. Nketiah putting away. 5 minutes in, we had a 1-goal lead. Free kick, Kamada with the free kicks, headed away. 27 on the clock. Nketiah again doing the work, pulls it back, and it's Manu's putting it away for a second on 28 minutes. And then on 35 minutes, Manu's crossing it in. Kamada at the back post, tucking it away. And that was the final score. It was 3-0. That score. We'll go back in and have a look at it, a proper look at it. We had 10 shots, 6 on target, 1.04. 45% of the possession. They had 8 shots, just 2 on target, 0.51 and 55% of the possession. I did say that we tweaked the formation a little bit, and this is the tweak to it. We're still playing a 4-2-3-1. I think we were before. No, we weren't. We were playing a 4-3-3, weren't we? We've had a bit of a play round anyway, and this is the formation that we're going with at the moment. We'll play it again today, and as you'll see, it's a flat back 4 with 2 fullbacks, and then we have defensive midfielders. Let's have a look at the possession. As you see, it doesn't really change a great deal. The only thing that changes is the roles change very, very slightly, and in the majority of cases, not a lot. I do think that a lot of people are setting up in possession, and then setting up completely different out of possession, maybe a bit more defensive, I don't know. But we thought we'd just give this a try. So it's pretty much the same formation. The only thing that changes really in it is that the ball playing centre-backs play more defensive as centre-backs. And as you'll see, the 2 wide players, both of them inside forwards on in possession. Out of possession, they drop to wingers. But in any case, staying high up the pitch for the press. The only other thing is it's a very attacking, so hard press. I guess it could go bang against some sides, but we'll see. It's early days in trying it out, and you'll see how we go today. Certainly in the first match. Whether we carry on with it in the second match, we will have to wait and see. Right, that has pretty much brought you up to date. The only thing it hasn't done is a quick look at the Premier League table. So if we go down here, hopefully we can switch into the Premier League table and have a quick look at it for you. We are in fourth as it currently stands, 22 points, 1 point clear of Fulham in fifth, 2 points clear of Brentford and Spurs in sixth and seventh respectively. And then there's a couple of teams on 19 points at Arsenal. So that's the 3 point gap, and it goes right the way down to 10th place. So we could drop down if we don't do well. Liverpool are still on top, 6 points clear of Newcastle. They're on 30, Newcastle on 24. West Ham are third on 23. And as I said, if we won that game against Brighton, we'd have been on 25. We'd have been in second place ahead of Newcastle. At the other end of the table, Wolves, who we beat, are on 9 points. They're just 1 point behind Villa and Manchester United, our second opponents of today. And Sunderland are 19th on 6 points, and Burnley rock bottom, 5 points without a win today. They've got 5 draws though, without a win so far this season. They are on the bottom. That's where we are then. That's where we're at. I think without any more to do, let's go and have a look at the team that will face Linfield, Northern Irish side, play in the Northern Ireland Football League Premiership with their manager David Healy, and we'll see how we get on against them today. We'll have a quick look at the Conference League table because we want to see where Linfield are. Here is the table. We are currently 6th in the table on 6 points. Linfield are... Where are Linfield? Linfield are in 28th place at the moment. They've won 1 game and lost 2 games. So that's how they've gone in their first 3 matches. Can we pick up the points today? Let's hope so. So this is the side that will face Linfield in this UEFA Conference League match day 4. Henderson continuing in goal. It's Richards, Gay, Lacroix and Munoir are the defensive line. Hughes and Wharton immediately in front of them. And then it's Sarr, Uche and Pino as the attacking midfield. They're sat behind Nketiah, who leads the leads the attack up front once again today. And on the bench, it looks like this. It's Benitez, Guy, Mitchell, Canvot, Souza, Kamada, Devani, Agbone, Esse, Klein, Walker-Smith and Mateta. And here we are in Northern Ireland playing Linfield. They can't get all their substitutes on. They're playing a 3-3-1-2, I think it was. We're playing a slightly changed formation. Linfield down in 28th, as we said. As we look at the pitch from above. And the Conference League logo. As the teams come out onto the pitch. Linfield playing in a dark, well, a darker blue. We're playing in our away gold colour for this match. 3 more points on the board would be very useful. And we get the game underway. Manu's just 2 minutes in. Manu's cutting inside, trying to thread that ball through. Didn't get it through though. Lacroix tidies up. Pino, Manus. Lerman out today. He's picked up an injury. We don't want to impact him anymore. Richards on this ball. Richards has a shot. Flashes it past the post. They have a throw in on that far side. We're in the 8th minute. McGee over the top, crossed in. Oh, it's come off the post, and we've got away with one there. Wharton fires it long, but to nobody in particular. And we've won that. There's the press. 17 minutes gone. Sarr on the ball. Nearly slipped then, I think. Uche tried to thread that through to Nketiah, but the press was good and they've won the ball back. Difficult side to beat. Nketiah winning that ball though. Manus goes around his man. Manus now needs to get this ball, cut it back, but he's crossed it straight into the arms of Johns in the Linfield goal. Highlight looks like it's going to continue. Johns fires that ball out wide. 30 minutes on the clock and Linfield coming forward again. Morrison out this side, he's cut inside and we've won the ball back and we're on the counter now. Nketiah, can we profit from this counter attack? Nketiah, he's gone round his man, pulls it back in, and it's Uche that scores second goal in 6 matches, and we take the lead finally on 31 minutes. It's Nketiah doing all the work, pulled it back, and Uche just had to slot it home. And the lead is nothing but for our endeavours. Richards headed on Uche, and Sarr flashed it wide. Moving into the 40th minute, 5 minutes left in this half. We're going to get another highlight. Johns with a goal kick. 42 on the clock. Fires it long. It's headed back though, but straight to a Linfield player. Morrison out on this wing. Morrison running. Crossed it in, looking for the header. Just a little bit high. Henderson seeing it over the top. 2 minutes of added time at the end of this half. It doesn't look like we're going to get another highlight. We're not. It is half time. And, well, we've been by far the better side. We've just not put our chances away, if I may say so. 12 shots, 5 on target, 1.24, 59% of the possession. Linfield have had 2 shots. They've got nothing on target to date, 0.01. We are in control of this match, but we just need to be further in front to make it look a little bit more convincing. We've not made any changes at half time. I don't think they have either. They get the game underway. Johns with a goal kick as we go looking for a second goal. It's 55 minutes on the clock, near enough. And Pino winning that ball. Uche crosses in, and it's Eddie Nketiah that puts it away. A question of whether it was offside or not. If he scores, it's 2 goals in 6 matches, and it is a goal. Not seen one of these changed yet or ruled out. Nketiah was offside there, but when that ball was played, he was definitely onside. Beating Johns, and it's a 2-goal lead. 65 on the clock. It's time to have a look at some changes. Tiring legs out there is one of the issues. Now, at the start of this game, it's said Will Hughes isn't match fit. He may tire. When you look at the other players around him tiring, he's still got quite a lot of green in his thing, which doesn't make any sense in a way. Sarr's probably not had the best of days out there, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to take him off and we're going to replace him with Dolce Kamada. That will be our first change. He's not played particularly well, Will Hughes. Having said all of that, what do we have defence midfieldy wise? I don't know that we've got a lot. We've got Devani. We've gone for a lot of defensive players, but not really. The defensive midfields. Canvot can play in that defensive midfield, but we don't want to leave ourselves bare, really. I guess Kamada could drop into there if we need him to. do we, for now, I think what we're going to do is we are going to bring on Canvot in place of Will Hughes. Yeah. So we'll do that for now and see how we go. So those two changes made. Play on, said the referee. I don't know what happened. Wharton, and that ball played back by Uche. Comes all the way back, plays it to Henderson. Henderson out of his area. He's got Manus out there. Manus through to Pino. Pino now to Canvot. Canvot to Kamada. Nketiah, and it was dinked over, and the goalkeeper equal to it. Well, no more highlights, and with 18 minutes on the clock, we're going to make a couple more changes. Manus is very, very tired. Do we give Klein a run out, or do we play Guy? No, we'll play Guy, I think. Uche is tiring. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take Richards off for Mitchell. We will take off Jeremy Pino. We haven't really got anybody down this right side. Agbonne can play out there. Let's take Pino off then and bring on Agbonne. Or do we bring on Essay? Let's give Essay a run out on that side, and we'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our 5 changes. All changes done then. And we've got 10 minutes plus injury time to play. Be good to see another goal. Those changes made because Mitchell is on out this wing. Convert. Gahey. Gahey comes forward. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell goes on a run past his man. He's got Uche in front of him. Mitchell back inside to Uche. Uche looking for space. I think it's well, it was off target anyway. Right, we're 86 minutes. We're going to drop down to a positive mentality. We don't need to maintain the ultra attacking. Mitchell again. Inside to Uche. Uche goes around his man. Yeah, back heels it to Mitchell. Mitchell finds Canvot. Mitchell, Canvot. Canvot into midfield. Wharton is there. It's got Canvot again. Canvot got attention though. Mitchell's round his man into the area and he slots it away. His first goal in 6 and we make it 3-0 on 89 minutes. And Canvot slipping it through to Mitchell. Mitchell going round his man. And then gets it on his right. Oh, it's not. It's on his left foot. Sees a gap. Decides to have a go. And puts it away. Three minutes of added time. It's all over. Bang on the 3 minutes. And a convincing 3-0 win against Linfield should do us the power of good. And cement us in that top 8. 24 shots, 11 on target, 2.08 and 64% of the possession. Linfield were reduced just to 4 shots, one of which was on target, 0.02 and 36% of the possession. Let's see where we are in the table. And with the 4th round of games played, this is how it looks going into the 5th game of the league phase. Genk and Salzburg, by virtue of 4 straight wins, have guaranteed themselves at least a playoff place. And we are currently in 5th place behind Vlecano. Is that supposed to be Valencia, do you reckon, with the name thing? I'm not sure if we sorted the name thing out on here. Shakhtar. We are in 5th place on 9 points, just behind Shakhtar on goal difference. We're 2 goals behind them. If we keep scoring the goals as we are, I think we'll be okay. The 8th place is an 8 points, so it's very, very tight. Just Partizan Belgrade are in 9th on 7 points. So we just cannot let up. If you slip up here, we are in trouble. Who have we got next in the competition? Let's have a quick look. We next have Bashir. I think they're a Turkish side, and then we finish up with Rosenborg in the final game. It'd be nice to pick up 3 points and pretty much secure our place with a game to play. But as it looks, it's going to be very, very tough at the top there. Right. It is 3 days down to the game against Manchester United. They're currently 17th in the Premier League. They've lost their last 5 matches straight. Can we go and get a result against Manchester United? Keep up our position near the top of the Premier League and even go up a little bit higher. Well, before we go into the game against Manchester United, let's bring you up to date what's happened in the Premier League so far this weekend. We are playing on Sunday because of our continental games. Brentford have drawn 0-0 with Burnley. Sunderland have beaten Bournemouth by a 1-0. That was on Friday night's games. The Saturday games have done this. Chelsea beat Arsenal by a 0-0. Newcastle holding on to their 3rd place, I think it is, 2nd or 3rd place. The 2-1 against Everton. Bad news for us is West Ham have beaten Liverpool, something we can't do, by 3-1. And Fulham in the London derby beating Spurs by 2-1. Manchester United playing out a 0-0 draw against Leeds. That's after they had Gavardio sent off after 58 minutes, which means we have a look at the table as it stands with us with a game in hand over these teams in front of us. Liverpool top on 30. Having lost, of course, Newcastle closed the gap on them by 3 points by virtue of their win. West Ham a point behind Newcastle on 26. Fulham move up into 4th, which means we drop down into 5th, albeit we've got a green arrow on us. But if we were to beat Manchester United today, we would only be able to move up 1 place into 4th place because West Ham 4 points clear of us. They've won last 5 games on the trot, which is quite spectacular, really. Manchester United, as I say, our opponents today, they're down in 17th place. They've lost the last 5 games. Can we add that to that and make that 6? Let's go and find out. And here is the side that faces Manchester United in this Premier League match day 13. Just a couple of changes for you. Henderson is in goal, and he retains his position as you would expect, really. Souza comes in for Richards on the left-hand side, who's dropped out of the match day squad today, but he will be back. Gahey, Lacroix and Munoir are the rest of the defensive line. Hughes and Wharton continue in midfield. Lerma is in the squad today, but he's not 100% fit. So we decided that we would just have him on the bench, maybe give him a little bit of game time as the game wears on. Our attack remains the same. It's Sarr, Uche and Pino across that midfield with attacking midfield. Naketa is up front. The bench looks like this. It's Benitez, Guy, Mitchell, Camvot, Esse, Kamada, Davane, Mateta and Lerma. And here we are back at Selhurst Park for this one, playing the 4-2-3-1. They are playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. Manu is the midfielder. As we said, Manchester United down in 17th. And as the teams come out on the pitch, Eddie Nketiah making his 50th appearance for Crystal Palace today. As the teams come on, Manchester United playing in their all-white away kit. And Nketiah getting the game underway. Sarr, ball out to Pino, but we're not going to see the highlight. And nearly 6 minutes on the clock. Henderson going down to pick that ball up. Souza to Gahey. Gahey to Lacroix. Lacroix to Manoir. Manoir to Pino. Pino flicks it through his man. He's into the area, cuts back, got his on his right foot, but he couldn't curl it in. It was almost straight and off target. We have a corner. Souza with the corner. This one to the near post. Nketiah back out to Souza. Nketiah! He's got it through to Sarr. Sarr puts it away. And it's 1-0 on, I'm not sure if it's 10 or 11 minutes, but it's around about then. This ball in. Nketiah back out to Souza. Souza, question whether he stayed onside or not, but back out to Nketiah. Nketiah has a shot and Sarr just tucks it away. And the goal on 11 minutes, 10 minutes on. And we have another attack. Sarr through to Uche. Uche goes around his man. Uche into the area, pulls it back. But it's dealt with. But we can recycle. Sarr. Uche. Uche finds Pino. Uche! And Jeremy Pino put it into the path of Sarr. And to be honest, he had a lot of work to do there. And on 22 minutes... we go 2 up. Uche here plays it to Pino. Pino's a 1-2 with Uche. And Uche just gets his boot to it. And Lemons cannot keep it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Manchester United. 27 on the clock. Mason Mount round his man. And Bueno... and it's tucked away by Bruno Fernandes. And a little bit of shenanigans going on there, trying to stop him from picking the ball up quick. Mount sort of getting around his man. Who was he that he got around? It was Pino that he got around. And then Bueno. And we were outnumbered here somewhat. Didn't deal with this well. Couldn't get the ball away. Fernandes was free. I'm guessing that's Gahey that should have been marking him. And he gets it away. And Henderson down low couldn't stop it. And it's 2-1 on 28 minutes. Gone past the half-hour mark. And nothing doing at the moment. It's pretty even Stevens, to be fair. Souza with the throw-in. Uche, Wharton, Sarr. Sarr had a shot and it was blocked, but they're on the counter now. In Buemo, they are dangerous and we need to be very careful. Cunha around his man. Cunha's off the post and the post has saved us again. Deary me. As we head up to half-time. Don't know how much added on. No foul given there. Who was that? That was Souza playing it back to Gahey. Gahey comes forward, marauding forward to be fair. He's got Pino in front of him. Pino's cut inside. Pino, Sarr, Wharton, back to Sarr. Sarr and Monaz. Oh, it's flicked over the top. I think it's gone for a corner. 5 minutes of added time. And we're not going to get any more highlights. It is half-time. 2-1 at half-time then. We were 2 up after 22. First goal after 11. Eddie Nketiah feeding Sarr. And Uche getting one from supply from Pino. And Bruno Fernandes on 28. Getting them a goal back. Yeah, 7 shots, 4 on target, 0.98 and 54% of the possession against their 6 shots, 2 on target, 0.63 and 46% of the possession. We need to be wary how dangerous they really are. And so Sesko getting us underway for this second half. First highlight of this second half. Souza with the ball. Gahey back to Souza. Souza cuts it inside, nearly squeezed out there, Uche, but Sarr gets to the ball, crosses it back, but Uche can't pick it up, and a counter-attack is on. It's gone out wide to Dorgu. Dorgu, inside to Mount. Mount is dangerous, he pulls it back in, it's gone in, and Dalot has equalised on 54 minutes, and we've got nothing to go with them. Mason Mount, the danger man again, pulls it back, and in fact Henderson made the save and it got a deflection off of Souza. The hour mark coming up, and I think we may be making some changes sooner than later here. I think we're suffering from a little bit of a knock-on from the continental trip. Sarr has got an injury. It's a potential knee injury. So I think we will make some changes. We can put Kamada out there. Let's put Kamada out there. And replace him. Who isn't performing particularly well? Adam Wharton. But do we move Adam Wharton over here and bring Lerma on? I think we might bring Lerma on at this juncture in time. Take off Hughes. Well, Hughes has come off. Do we just make those two changes for the minute and see if that changes anything? Wharton, as I say, isn't playing particularly well, but maybe that's just the side that he was on. We'll go with that for the minute. The other change I'm going to make is I'm going to take Souza off and bring on Mitchell, because I think we've been run ragged on that side, and maybe it was a bad move to bring Souza into the team. Right, that's our three changes for now. As we move into 70 minutes, no more highlights since. Looks like we got a free kick. But apparently, I've read that you should be able to click on this 2D thing and it will give you the highlight that is currently going on. But I've not seen that yet. So if we were to click on here now, in theory, we're supposed to see the highlight. But it's either not working or I've misread it. We do get another highlight. 78 minutes on the clock. Le Creux goes out to Monroy. Monroy showed Mbuemo too much of the ball, and it was given away. And Manchester United will attack us again. But Kamada picks up profits from that, but Kamada's shot is wayward. With 18 minutes on the clock, we're going to make some more changes. Monroy is tired. It's the usual change for him for Gahey. Gahey for Guy. We have one more change to make, and we've got tired legs around and about here, and there's not much we can do. Uche is tired. Take Uche off. And who can we bring on for Uche? Do we bring Devane on? Or do we bring on Mateta and drop? I think what we do is bring Mateta on up top. Let's take Mateta and we'll swap Nketiah and Mateta around. And we'll do that. And we've got tired legs on the pitch, but we're going to have to play with tired legs. Let's go and see if we can get a winning goal. The one thing we don't want to do is concede again, of course. It's a danger we lose 3-2, and that would be really annoying. 86 minutes on the clock. Going to stay very attacking because at the end of the day, 5 minutes of added time. End of the day, what we want, we need 3 points here, really. It's going to be 2 points dropped, or is it? We need to win this ball back, but there's also a danger, as I said, we could concede, and that man Mason Mount is there again, but it's cut out by Wharton. Guy fires one long, and it's nobody there. But it's Pino's tied it up. Mateta from distance, and Lemons had to save that. That was going in. But that was the last chance, and it's ended up a 2-2 draw. Manchester United coming back after we took a 2-goal lead and looked good for that 2-goal lead. But we should have won that. 19 shots, 8 on target, 1.62, 53% of the possession. Manchester United, 12 shots, 4 on target, 1.03 and 47% of the possession. 2 points dropped. Well, before we look at today's scores and also what it means to the Premier League, just a couple of bits of news for you. Christian Uche has been made permanent. We apparently had him on a deal whereby if he played so many games for us, the loan deal became a permanent deal, and that has been completed. We have sealed a £16.5 million deal for him. So he has come in and joined us. The other news is Ismaila Sarr. He's just going to be out for a couple of days with a bruised knee. May sit out the next game. Give him a little bit of a rest. That's what I'm thinking that we will do. Right, with that all said and done, let's have a look at the Premier League to give you an update. We don't need to go away down there. We can do it on here. Today's results then. Aston Villa losing 1-0 to Wolves. We only managed a 2-2 draw against Manchester United. Looks like the Nottingham Forest-Brighton game hasn't been played. Let's play it and we'll come back. And it's a 1-1 draw. Nottingham Forest 1, Brighton 1, which means the table looks like this at the end of today's episode. Liverpool on top, 3 points clear of Newcastle in second. It's West Ham are in third. Fulham remain in fourth as we could only pick up 1 point against Manchester United, who hadn't won in 5 games. They've managed to pick up a point as well. We are in fifth, 1 point clear of Chelsea in sixth. Brentford are 7th on 21. Spurs 8th on 20 points. Down the other end, Aston Villa dropping to the bottom 3 by virtue of Wolves winning. Wolves pull themselves above Manchester United. Aston Villa in 18th then on 10. Sunderland 19th on 9. Burnley, having got their 6th draw of the season, are 6 points on the bottom in 20th place. We are going to play a couple of games, I think, offline. We're going to play Burnley, rock bottom Burnley, and Fulham also down. Oh, Fulham's just above us, so that's a 6-pointer. Both games away, and then we're going to come back for our match day 5 in the Conference League phase against Bashir FK from Turkey, Southeastern Europe. They are in the Turkish Super League. They're not just going to be a pushover then, that's for sure. And a really tough game at home to Manchester City. Join me for that if you can. Looks like it could be an entertaining episode. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, though. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, and that keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Where Eagles Dare as they are released. And new episodes of Where Eagles Dare released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. And look out next week, because starting on Tuesday is our brand new series. It's from the bottom, not from the bottom to the top. It is To Be a Legend. That comes back this year. It's more of a journeyman save as opposed to from the bottom to the top, where we take one side all the way through. This side we could go absolutely anywhere. Join me for that. We'll find out who we are going to manage. One of the National League sides, I'm sure. That's where we usually start. Join me for that. That comes out. That's going to be Tuesdays and Fridays going forward. The best way of keeping up to date, whatever you do, and whatever's happening on the channel, is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode, and we will see you for the next episode. Until next time, it's goodbye.